Hello guys, how's it going? In this video, we're going to draw a cone with the tip facing downward. And we are going to create a 3D effect using a ladder. At first, I'm going to make the base, and I'm going to use a lid. Any lid will do. Just pay attention to the size. It can't be too big, otherwise the drawing won't fit on the paper. You can see right here that I've made a perfect circle. It is kind of impossible to do it freehand. So right now we have a circle done, and we are going to around the middle right here, just like this, a bit more than 3. Okay, the middle, and then I'm going to pull it. I'll just pull a line, and this will be the middle. Okay. And you may ask, why did I draw this line? Well, roughly around here will be the base. Okay, you can mark it wherever you think it is better. But we are going to draw the lateral lines right here. And as you guys can see, we already have the cone shape. I'm marking the shadow detail right here. And to create a more interesting contrast, we are going to draw a letter. The height of the letter will be right there. And it is interesting because for this letter, we're going to do the following. We're going to make this base right here a bit narrower, and it will widen as we approach the beginning, where the floor would be. Just a test right here. I think it looks nice, so I'll keep it just like this. This is going to be the letter's structure. I can lather it a bit more. We have the base right here. And of course, I'm using the ruler because it is easier. It is very easier to use the ruler, and I'll mark the distance that letter structure it is going to be, okay? And to draw the steps, I'm gonna use this tool right here. And align it with the edge of the sheet of paper, so we have an exact straight line. You can also increase the distance between the steps. This will give a more three-dimensional effect for the letter. And now we have the drawing of the lines. Now it is the time to outline the drawing with the pen, and then I'll start with the third gold. Be very careful at this point. As you can see, I'll position it in the same place, but I won't trace over the base we left. Be careful also because you don't want to move your base. Now I'll finish the letter. And of course, guys, there's no correct order, you know? You can start with the letter, the cone, top to bottom, bottom to top, left to right, or vice versa. You can do it freely, as you wish. As the lines were carefully marked when I used the pencil, now I can just outline them. So that's why it is important to make a very nice pencil drawing. To finish, let's do the base of the cone. And be careful not to surpass the letter structure. The letter, of course, will be in front of the cone, so it has to be visible, overlapping the cone structure. And now you can't erase the pencil marks because we want to leave only the pen line. And now I'll start shading. This part of the circle, I'll leave it a bit lighter, so I'll put very little graphite on it. but this part down here, I'll make it darker. You can go over the letter, that's okay. Especially in the middle, I'll strengthen it. On the top base. And this is where the cone shadow will be. Whenever you're shading, guys, try to leave the edges lighter and the center darker. And now we can use the t-shirt. Let's blend the shading. And we want a depth effect, so I'll reinforce it with a slightly darker graphite. And remember that I'm using a 4B pencil, and I use only the 4B pencil for all parts. I didn't use another pencil, but you can vary with darker parts. You can use a 5 or 6B. Lighter parts you can use 1, 2B, for example. This is a regular paper. Okay, I'm not using any special paper. And now I'm going to use the eraser in some parts. In the letter, you can color it. I'm going to use brown to color my letter. And it is no problem to go over the graphite. The only difference is that it'll become a bit darker, but that's okay. And to finish the drawing, we mark the shadow detail of the letter. And notice the direction, guys, where I'm putting the shadow detail. It has to follow the structure of the cone, for example. And we follow the light as well, as if the light source were in front. Very lightly, guys. And if you have a blending stamp or a cotton swab, feel free to use it on your shadow. It looks much smoother. It gives a more natural detail to the shadow, you know. And we want a natural detail. And that's it, guys. Our drawing is complete. And you can move your drawing and you can see the 3D effect.